wife like that?
Bella a tutti ragazzi e bentornati sul nostro canale per questo nuovo gameplay di NOIRE. Allora, continuiamo le nostre indagini, dobbiamo andare nella nuova scena del delitto, dobbiamo andare nell'indirizzo ovviamente della vittima, perciò andiamo.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be on a...
Spero che abbiate passato un buon carnevale perché noi siamo appena tornati dal carnevale di Fogliano ed è stato fantastico. E andiamo sulla prossima scena del delitto.
Second floor.
Primo piano, appartamento 6 sul retro.
In the back. Thanks.
Allora, primo piano. Oh, qua.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on?
A me vecchio parte.
Relax.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it all.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead. Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I take a look?
Be my guest.
Vediamo un'occhiata.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
The neck is bruised
Tutti
pretty
lì
bad,
sul
man.
collo, perciò quindi è stata strangolata. Non è
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Bruising on the forearm.
sugli avambracci questi sembrano segni di morsi.
Like bite marks.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
The morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies. You might be onto something.
Tirate facile.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Vediamo se in camera c'è niente.
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Looks like barbiturates.
E cavati. Maremma, oh. O che devi stare nel mezzo? Cavati, c'ho l'indizio. Accidentate. Cavia coglioni. Cavia coglioni.
Barbiturates.
Barbiturici.
What else is rattling around in this thing?
Tombola. Giulia Randall prende una capsula al dì dopo i pasti, 20 capsule di benzedrino. Dottor Stoneman.
We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Su, via, via, troppa gente qui, ma che maccia. È una scena del crimine, cazzo, eh. No, ora non voglio passare a questa qui. Ma no, ma sempre nel mezzo, ma te capita con gli umbri?
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
No, aspetta. Permetti per decolonizzare letteralmente l'oggetto. C'è qualcosa dietro? Nulla. Ok, non c'è nulla.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Vediamo se c'è niente. Niente di rilevante. Sti tasti del cavolo.
There's been a modeling assignment.
Tombola. Hollywood Boulevard. Vieni a tenermi compagnia.
It's a place to start.
Bene, è pur sempre un indizio. Finiti gli indizi, ok. Possiamo parlare.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynolds. I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Stato d'animo della vittima.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Would she have killed herself for a man?
Miss Julie would never have killed herself. She was a very determined young lady. One of those people who shake the tree for all it's worth.
Vita privata della
Did Miss
vittima.
Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Men friends, Mrs. Reynoldson. Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary's sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home. Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle the dope.
Allora, ricapitolando i luoghi del delitto, c'è l'appartamento, c'è lo studio del dottore che gli ha dato le medicine, se no c'è il negozio di abbigliamento. Io andrei allo studio del dottore, non si sa mai. Potrebbe fare un buco nell'acqua, però...
You know the way, you can drive.
Comunque, chi gli ha dato le medicine è bene indagare, perché insomma... barbiturici, insomma, medicine leggere.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there.
Studio del dottor Stoneman, che sarebbe il medico che ha dato alla vittima i barbiturici come prescrizione medica. Sarebbe qui? Dov'è qui? No, forse di qua allora. Stoneman, 505.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Ok, 505. Qui siamo a 101.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Allora, Stoneman 505, dovrebbe essere per qua. Allora, 505.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Relazione con la vittima.
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
You didn't like her, did you?
Wasn't a question of like, Detective. She was incredibly beautiful. When you looked in her eyes, you knew how a mouse felt before a snake. Not an ounce of warmth there.
Farmaci aggiuntivi.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
The old boy's lying.
Giustamente.
About what?
Don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Può darsi, può darsi. Però tanto dobbiamo controllare anche il negozio di abbigliamento.
You're behind the wheel.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work.
Il negozio di abbigliamento.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
Nei guai, no, è morta.
She was found dead this morning.
Gli impieghi precedenti della vittima.
How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
We need information on anyone she might have been seeing. Maybe someone she met here.
I'm sorry, I don't know of anyone. If she was seeing someone, he must have had money. Julia would never be interested in any man who didn't have real money.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Voglio controllare l'anello, furbo.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Allora, relazione con la vittima.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
You know that Julia was using drugs?
A lot of girls in this business do. They keep you alert and kill your appetite. I'm against it, personally.
Informata sul signor Henderson.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Look, lady, you need to give me something. Do you know anybody who would have cause to harm Julia?
No. Really, Mr. Phelps. Julie is my friend. I don't know why anyone would want to hurt her. She's okay, isn't she?
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Quindi siamo punto a capo.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. The
Oh,
coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please. Thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? We just finished the autopsy.
Ah, finito l'autopsia, bene.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Allora, ok. Andiamo a vedere il corpicino. Allora, pronto soccorso di Hollywood, perfetto. Andiamo a vedere il corpo della vittima.
Can you drive to this one?
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking a big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out
Devono
of
fare
me
di te uno
yet.
da narcotici. Siamo già da narcotici. Se no non ci avrebbero promosso alla narcotici. Eccolo. Ecco il dottore dei morti.
What now?
May as well get this over with. Let's go and hear Mal's fairy tale.
Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with
The
it.
bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers.
Due assassini.
Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
Numero
So
2,
you're
forse
saying
uno degli
Last
assassini
Boy could be
allora.
one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Che ha trovato?
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal, thanks for the lead.
Family born without a taste.
Madonna, qual era la sala interrogatorio di 2? Madonna, non me lo ricordo mai.
Arnett is in interview too, Phelps. Go help him get whatever it is off his chest.
Mi ricordassi qual è il numero della stanza? Non mi ricordo mai il numero della stanza. Accidenta che la puttana. Ah, qui. Forse qui allora.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Burrow. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julie.
Relazione con la vittima?
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally models.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private.
Questa è la privata.
Heather won't have to know. Yes.
Una relazione, ma va. Informato sul signor Henderson.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
LeBlanc, sospetto di furto con scasso.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
I say we bust in there and find the guy.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now.
Perché lui Phelps è stato nei Marines, sa se mente o no.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
E bravo Phelps.
He's in that car at the lights.
No, sti inseguimenti, che palle, non li sopporto sti inseguimenti.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
I'd have expected a cat like Arnett to be a better liar.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Can you quit driving like a jackass already?
Spoke up, that idiot never steps foot in Okinawa.
Sono diventato un pettinatore più bravo però, L'altra volta me l'hanno scoperto, dove cazzo va?
Needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what you want. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Donna, oh, vaffanculo, ma visto, va! E che diavolo. Che palle, oh, questi pedinamenti non li sopporto. Porca troia, porca. Tocca rifare tutto da capo, che palle.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what you want. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Donna, non è possibile. Ma vaffanculo allora. Oh, a cacare. Va a cacare. Ma fa cacare. Ma vaffanculo. Io li odio sti pedinamenti così, vaffanculo.
Needs money and fast.
La scena da capo, ma che palle.
Get in there and find out what you want. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Ma non è possibile. Ma vaffanculo, e allora. Dai. Saltiamo sta scena, allora mi sa che tanto non ce la faccio mai, vaffanculo, con questi pedinamenti del cazzo. Ma poi ti vedo un subito, cazzo. Che palle.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket.
Del Messico, questo scappa.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be. LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir, to Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket to Mexico City.
Guarda, il biglietto per Messico.
That's good. But this is better.
Cioè? Biglietto del treno.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Carissima Beverly, con amore e devozione per sempre Jay. Ma va. Quindi, qual è la prossima mossa? Dov'è il telefono? Di qua. Via.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any message?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request a
Stazione
return
polizia
to
di
Orbital
Orbital,
Station.
d'accordo.
They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy
Agenti di
LeBlanc
pattuglia Fred
arresting
Wallace.
officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted to Hollywood 9th Beat, Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
Allora, prima dobbiamo tornare alla stazione di polizia.
You can drive.
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Eccolo, Fabergé.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Anello con perla.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad. Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Che c'è? Non mi viene in mente d'altro.
looked like you were a big pain in the neck.
You know the way. You can drive.
Lower.
Andiamo a vedere la casa di questi due.
Calling the house automatic.
Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man? If you are returning 43 pieces of my property.
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink?
Preso lo scotch, mica scherzi. Ecco troia. Bravo collega. Allora, lista di oggetti.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that was in
nella mia
the
famiglia di
family
50
for
anni, un
50
portasigarette
years.
Fabergé che l'abbiamo
A
trovato, il
Fabergé cigarette
portasigarette.
case that was worth
Infatti, il portasigarette si è trovato dopo
$25,000.
$25.000 di portasigarette e porca troia.
So you have no idea who did this burglary? A lot of these cases tend to be inside jobs.
How dare you impugn my character and the character of my staff? If you have no further questions, I suggest you leave.
D'accordo, non s'arrabbi.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night, at least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr.
Dottor Stoneman, ma guarda.
Wife.
Ma guarda
I
caso.
returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch, let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Detective.
Tu guarda.
What is going on?
È la sua mamma, non ci
Exactly
credo.
the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
What did you
Guarda,
find?
guarda, la
A
figlia della
sapphire
mamma,
ring
ma guarda.
on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
E dove sarebbe casa d'Arnett? Ecco, perché se non mi dici dove è casa d'Arnett non la trovo. Ci devo andare con la macchina. E dove rimarrebbe?
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is shocking it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Christ alive, this is a nightmare!
Sono un guidatore un po' spericolato, non ci fate caso. Quanto cazzo è
Murder victim Jimmy LeBlanc's record shows he most often worked with an accomplice. Caucasian male, approximately 6'2", 220 pounds, heavily built, only as Willie.
Cazzo è sta appartamento di merda?
You're paying for every last scratch.
Ma potevi guidare a te, ma vaffanculo. Io devo guidare, che non lo trovo mai. Cioè, scusi, devo capire dov'è sta appartamento di merda, perché... Dio santo. Cosa di destinazione? Ho capito, ma io non lo so. Sì, io so qui, è qua su. Ma va cacare, allora. Io so qui, è lassù in vetta, allora. Non ci arriverò mai. Cazzo, è lassù in vetta, cazzo, e la trovino. Puttana, va. Sarà possibile.
This car cost me a fortune, you moron.
Non ci arriverò mai, non ci arriverò. Non ci arriverò mai. Forse ci siamo, forse
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Welcome, sir.
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
ti pareva.
Stop! LAPD! Cole, this guy's our case. Go on, put your hands in the air! Give it up! LAPD!
Scappi, bastardo!
Don't make me chase you!
Ma vaffanculo! Ma vaffanculo! Vaffanculo! Ma vaffanculo allora, vaffanculo, cazzarola, oh. Cazzo, più facile no, Ma vaffanculo. Che palle, che palle. Che palle, oh, ma sempre questi inseguimenti di merda. Sì, ora tutto da capo mi tocca fare. Dai, allora.
Stop! LAPD! Cole, this guy's our case. Go on, put your hands in the air! Give it up, LAPD! Don't make me chase you!
avanti, cazzarola!
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How'd I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry? You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine.
Un orologio rubato.
Extremely expensive watch.
Un Vacheron Constantine, esatto.
A graduation present from my
Sì, ti piacerebbe, regalo dei genitori per il diploma, col cazzo. Non ci ha. Giro di là del professore.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and the Blanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Col cazzo, ti occupi di moda.
You're lying, Henry. How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Posso. Orologio.
I thought as much. Shouldn't you be calling me an ambulance or something?
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have it. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
You wanted Julia Randall out of your life.
Why would he want that? Julia was our friend.
Julia was his hump, sweetheart. They were the Bonnie and Clyde of society burglars. He met you and realized he didn't have to steal anymore. He could just mooch from you. He needed Julia out of the way.
Julia was insatiable. She didn't care about anyone, not the least me. She was never going to go back to the poverty she came from. I wanted it to stop.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Non esiste alcun Henderson, e chi è?
Give it up, Arnett. You're facing the gas chamber. Give the judge some reason to commute.
You still don't get it, do you? Julia entrapped everyone. She was so beautiful, so goddamn cold.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will,
il dottore.
Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Però te hai rubato l'oggetti, perciò sei ladro anche te, devi finire in galera anche te, purtroppo. Allora vedi che c'avevo indovinato che fosse il dottore che mi aveva dato le morfine. Era stato lui, cazzarola, dottorino di merda. Ok, già bisogna andare allo studio del dottore.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
I guess the wedding's off. He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the...
Ma io l'avevo detto, quel dottore me la racconta giusta, mi aveva dato la benzetrina insieme alla morfina. Era per forza stato lui, sì, è vero che magari lei rubava con lui, erano complici di furti con scasso, però insomma, l'omicidio l'ha fatto il dottore, è stato lui.
Doctor to give us something to make this
Allora che il dottore ci dia qualcosa che facci sentire meglio. Che mi faccia sentire meglio, la mazzata. Lui non lo voleva ammettere.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
Beccato, dottore, confessa,
I'm so
bastardo.
glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her.
L'amavi, l'ha ammazzata.
I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties.
E loro rubavano, capito?
No matter how
Quindi-
much money I showered on her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No, please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
Chiudetemi e buttate via la chiave, porca puttana. Se lo dice lei, dottore. Ma dove vai? Oh, porca puttana! No! Non ci credo, questo non me lo aspettavo, ma anch'io. Si è suicidato! Porca troia! Hai capito il dottore?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Beh, almeno ci sa l'indirizzo di quello che è scappato, cazzarola. Almeno quello. Ok, vabbè, il dottore è morto ormai, lui. Oh cazzo, pur di non finire in prigione, cazzo, si è ammazzato, si è suicidato. Me l'aspettavo anch'io, cazzo, Non me l'aspettavo che si suicidasse. Però cazzo,
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am.
Allora.
Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Ok, andiamo.
You can drive.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
A harmonica-playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt to us.
Wait. Bull. You hear that? Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Che cazzo sei? E ti pareva. Dai, dai, muoviti! Culo di legno!
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is!
Beccato. Che mira ragazzi, che mira.
Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of them.
Christ, it's cold.
Visto che freddo, giù ragazzi, avete fatto un gran bel lavoro. Poi secondo me dovresti offrire da bere ai suoi fratelli poliziotti. Vai, offri da bere, vai.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Caso chiuso? Bene, danni ai veicoli, $3.000 di danni, feriti zero. Caso chiuso, 2 stelle, routine. La minima traccia di morfina sulla scena del crimine avrebbe stampato un sorriso sul volto di Carruthers. Vabbè, 2 stelle, dai, mica male. Stelle, non serve 2 stelle, oh, volevi.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star, and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
Pensate, ha promosso e hanno fatto un cazzo parino. Quei latini sono morti tutti, purtroppo ragazzi, la guerra è la guerra, è sempre così, purtroppo. Guerra non fa mai nessuno grande. Vabbè, ora dovrebbe iniziare la prossima missione, Destino Manifesto, ma diciamo che per il momento ragazzi mi fermo qui con questo nuovo gameplay, anche perché queste indagini sono sempre più lunghe, perciò mi raccomando ragazzi, se vi è piaciuta questa nuova indagine, questo nuovo video, naturalmente ragazzi lasciate un like, commentate naturalmente ragazzi, mandate il vostro supporto, continuate a seguirci iscrivendovi al canale. A presto per un nuovo video. Ciao!